Hello, I'm going to talk about learning apps. This is a fantastic tool that you can find on the web, learningapps.org. And what allows you to do is to create interactive assignments and interactive activities. You got a lot of examples in here, a lot of templates, and it can take you really between, depends how elaborate you want to do it, but between 5 minutes to 10-15 minutes. The beauty of it is that once you create it, they got a shareable link or something that you can embed as well, that you can share with your students, but then as well you can also share with your department, and you can create a bank of resources that actually are tailored to the students that you are teaching. The way I do this is for the students to work on their own, and I put the links into OneNote, and then they will work independently during the lesson, and we may go through it. Through the actual activities as well at the end of the lesson. Don't get me wrong, this would be the same as you did an old-fashioned word worksheet. I've noticed, however, the kids are much more engaged. I've been using this for many months, and I would say for 2 years, and it has worked absolutely wonders for my students. High ability and low ability kids, all of them. So I think it's a very powerful tool, and it's free. You will need to open an account though. So I'm just going to show you how it works. When you come here, you go tutorials as well, to be honest, so you can have a look. But this is just to make it very quickly. This is what you do. You come here, you choose a template, you enter your content, you save your app, you share it, and that's what you do. And this is the kind of things you can do. You can do matching pairs, you can do multiple choice. I don't like this one because I think that you got other quiz tools that are better, but never mind. It's still very good if you use it with a video, actually. Fill in the gaps. The fill in the gaps will be fantastic for modeling. So you have any subject, you give them a little bit of a model answer with keywords, and then you can have different versions, and then another one would be the same but with more gaps until they can create their own writing. I think is very, very powerful. Free text inputting means that you enter something that the kids need to translate. You can you enter, for example, this would be really useful. It could be an image, and the image represents something. So basically, the kids need to write down what it represents. It could be an equation. Since I think this would be brilliant for maths, and the kids need to write down the answer to the question, etc. And then you got these other ones which are brilliant, which is audios. And the audios, the way it does is basically you enter a video from YouTube, and then you can add questions to it through the video, and the kids just work independently. So when you pick up whatever you want to choose, so say imagine the number line, another great one. I think it would be fabulous for history, but also for English, because you can put things in the correct order. You can have a paragraph for languages, and then you need to put it so it makes sense, and then you can translate it, and fantastic as well for modeling and showing what the part once is created all together, why is good, etc. So let me show you a little bit how it works, because it is really, really simple. So this is what you do. First, what I love about learning apps, that gives you examples. So they can show you examples of what other people have done. This is something that's being used around the world. So for every activity, you always get example 1, example 2, example 3, which is really good. If you want to keep watching examples, you can actually pick up more as well based on that. Okay, and as I said, there are examples from all over the world and from all subjects, from business studies to science, anything you want. Once you get a little bit of inspiration, you don't need to, you just go and create your new app. So here you would give a title. You would then give instruction. This is what the students will get when, like, for example, solve. This is what the students will get when they see the app. Solve the equation. Then you got now your input then. So what you can do here could be text-to-speech, but is great for languages, because what you can do here is to write down, like, for example, voy al cine. Then you choose, but this is very important, it has to be in Spanish. I can give you as a hint the initials, and the solution would be voy al cine. What I want the kids then to do is to listen to this and be able to recognize what they're listening in Spanish, or it could be in a translation. That would be one question, one card. That could be now a second question. Why I think this is great? Imagine if it was maths. Maths could be here. It could be an image with a question. It could be as well that you don't want. It could be text, so it could be 35. Oh, sorry. Okay, 45x. Multiply by 10. But remember, because you may need exponential numbers, that's why I think for maths would be better. You go your equation to have the image, because you can create your equation somewhere else and then save it as a JPEG, and then you just add it, and then the kids need to write the solution, for example. So it would be number 5, 6, 7. And then you may want to tell the kids X, Y. You may want to take the kids, I want to see your workout. So the workout, you're going to do in a piece of paper. Your workout, you're going to do in one note. So really good one. Then you can add another element, etc., etc. At the end, to make sure that you don't say the input is case sensitive. And at the end, what you do is you just save it, finish editing, and show a preview. At the moment, obviously, it looks not great. Okay, it's already been saved as well. This is the audio from my text to speech, and this is basically what you have. And then what you need to do, which is great, is you share this with your students, either with a full screen link, which is what I always do, basically. So basically, I can do now, come here, copy it, or you can embed it. So this is, I share now with the students through OneNote, and this is what they would get, basically. And the students will see this as a full screen. So you get basically the idea. This is absolutely the way, the possibilities are endless. I think they're absolutely brilliant. The pairs or images, I think, is great as well, because you can have here, I've seen a lot of really good science things, for example, or things for this could be geography, so you can give different parts of the river. You can have as well simple, you need to investigate. I don't want to be here forever and ever, because it would be boring. Just wants to give you a little bit of flavor of it. You also can have as well audio or video with notices, which I think is really, really powerful. So, for example, this is a science lesson, and obviously this is basically a video, and then at some point in the video, when you tell them, there's an exercise that the kids need to do. So in this case, it is like matching the sentence, matching the pictures to what it means then. So basically, you would think, obviously that's not the case. Okay, so you can unmatch it, and so it's basically completely interactive. The way it looks in the lesson, this is, for example, what I did with the Year 9s last week. And what we did is that this is our lesson. This is in OneNote, the 23rd and the 24th of September. We went through some stuff. We were teaching, we were practicing, normal, face-to-face, traditional way. And then this is what I call blended learning. At some point, I said to the kids, okay, you're gonna now practice everything we've been doing, and you're gonna do it with the filling gaps. So they had to do this one. So that's it. Basically, they had to choose for each gap. Then some of the kids did it really quickly. So I said to them, fantastic, you did it quickly. Make sure that you translate this. And they translated this. They basically minimized it, and they had their OneNote on the other hand. And basically they translated that, or they could have done it in the books as well. Then we went through it as a class. And we just were saying, okay, what is the answer? It's this one. Why couldn't it be this one? So it was a lot of really fantastic conversation about infinitives, and why couldn't it have been uso, because you got n afterwards, etc. So that very, very, very powerful. After doing that for 5 minutes, they went to the next one, which is a bit harder, which basically was to translate now. They had to translate into English, and every child was there working on their own. This could have been done in a Word document, but the engagement here was absolutely fantastic. What I say to the kids is, when they finish something, what they can do, and by the way, they can always go like that, so they can go like nice and big, is that to do a screenshot for the work. So what the kids do is they do a screenshot and then put it in their OneNote as an example, or this is basically an online worksheet. And this, I think it is very, very, very powerful, and it can be used from maths to English, etc. Look at, for example, the number line one. If you can, here you got an example here. So this is basically, this is a French example, and obviously then it's an audio, this divided, so they need to listen to which one goes where. But you got example 2, which you got history, and then obviously you got different pictures and when it is, basically, yeah, you go basically, you can put the numbers there, and etc. So that's something you need to work on. Another example here that I think this maths, for example, so you got different numbers and you can put them in order, a little bit. It looks like that, and I think this is very powerful. For example, I mean, you need to have, it tells you a little bit where be 8 marks, yeah, and where could it be. So it tells you a little bit of examples, and I've seen it working really well as well with English as well, like you put a paragraph. So really good. I just want to get you a flavor how easy, how this is free. You don't need to be amazing in computers at all, and it has low preparation, I believe, high impact.